Kindly be seated. Thank you. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the listing ceremony of IndoStar Capital Finance Limited. My name is Bosco Rodriguez, your host for this morning, and I'd like to take this opportunity to thank each and every one of you here for making the time to attend another milestone of IndoStar Capital Finance Limited. As we all know, IndoStar Capital Finance Limited are a leading non-banking finance company registered with the Reserve Bank of India as a systemically important non-deposit taking company. They are a professionally managed and institutionally owned organization which is primarily engaged in providing bespoke Indian rupee denominated structured term financing solutions to corporates and loans to SMEs, borrowers in India. They recently expanded their portfolio to offer vehicle finance and housing finance products. Although they operated in a challenging credit environment in the initial years of their business operations, their domain expertise and focus was on their customers, experienced management team, and vigilant monitoring of their assets. Their business experienced growth since the commencement of their operations in 2011. They operate four principal lines of business, namely corporate lending, SME lending, vehicle financing, and housing financing. Their corporate lending business primarily consists of lending to mid to large size corporates in manufacturing, services, and infrastructure industries by way of senior secured debt, structured financing, promoter financing in special situation funding, and lending to real estate developers, mainly for financing project-level construction of residential and commercial building projects and takeout of early-stage equity investors. They currently provide SME lending loans from their branches located in 10 key locations across India. So, ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, I now invite our dignitaries on the dais. Please put your hands together as I call upon Mr. Danpal Zaveri, Chairman of IndoStar Capital Financial Limited. Mr. Vikram Limaya from NSC. Mr. R. Sridhar, Vice Chairman and Chief Executive Officer of IndoStar Capital Finance Limited. Mr. Atul Mehra, JM Financial Limited. Mr. Utpal Oza, Nomura Financial Advisory and Private Limited. Mr. Sachin Wagle, Morgan Stanley India Company Private Limited. Mr. Jayasankar, Kotak Mahindra Capital Company Limited. And Mr. Mukund Ranganathan, Motilal Oswal, Investors Advisors Limited. And now we have the traditional lighting of the lamp on an auspicious occasion like this. It is so much called for. May I request all you gentlemen to kindly step down and do the honors. We're going to have the lighting of the lamp, followed by a photo op on my right. Yes, thank you. A nice round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, gentlemen. We're going to be presenting a bouquet to Mr. V.K. Bansal, Morgan Stanley India Company Private Limited. Let's hear it. Thank you, sir. And now for the opening speech, ladies and gentlemen, I invite Mr. Atul Mehra of JM Financial, who is going to address all of us. Please put your hands together and welcome Mr. Atul Mehra.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of JM Financial and the other book running lead managers, a wholehearted congratulations to the entire team for the successful IPO of IndoStar. And today we are here to celebrate the listing of the IPO. Financial services is the darling of the stock market in the galaxy of all the stars that are listed out over here. Listing today is an apt milestone to the incredible journey of this organization, which has proved its mettle by starting as an SME finance in the corporate sector. The company has successfully built its franchise, and we have no doubt in our mind that this will be able to successfully diversify into the vehicle and housing finance segment, which it has undertaken. Sridhar as the CEO, Dhanpal as the chairman, and Everstone as the veteran in the financial services space have tons of experience that they bring to the table to metaphor this company into what we believe is a diversified financial sector company. Despite the recent volatility in the stock market that we saw, the IPO, which was the largest by an NBFC within the financial services space, received an outstanding response from all category of shareholders. The institutional portions, the QIP was oversubscribed around 15 times, and we had close to 6 lakh investors participating in the retail. They will continue to chair and take this company to the next level. Sridhar and Dhanpal, now your responsibility increases from few shareholders to more around 4.5 lakh shareholders. So that's a broad responsibility that you carry with you. We are grateful to the management team and the shareholders for giving us an opportunity to work with them. And on behalf of all the BRLM, I would say it was a pleasure working with you on this transaction, and we enjoyed every day working on this transaction. Also, we would like to thank all these intermediaries who lended their support for the successful execution of the transaction. The broking community, the registrar, the link time, the PR agency, Concept Advertising, the bankers to the issue, the regulator, SEBI, and the stock exchange, NSE and BSE.
Thank you, sir. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Mr. Dhanpal, the very chairman of IndoStar Capital Finance Limited, who is going to address all of us.
A very good morning to all of you, my friends on the dais and in the audience. It's obviously, a kind of a milestone and a historic moment in the journey of IndoStar. What started as a mere thought in 2011 has culminated into what we believe is a reality of a lot of dreams and hopes of a lot of people. I think as we spend the last 60 days, or the last 6 months, December 2011 is when we actually took the decision as a board to go public. And literally 6 months to the date, 190 days to be precise, this journey has been a whirlwind journey. The support, starting with, I think, the board of IndoStar, the entire team at IndoStar, all our advisors, the lawyers, the bankers, our PR agencies, our auditors, our printers, every person who's been connected with this IPO has, I know, shown one thing, which is conviction, and worked tirelessly to get one objective achieved, which is essentially a successful listing of this company. I must say that conviction has proved right, and thank you to all of you over here and those who are not here today for making it a reality. As Atul rightly said, we now are a much larger family of stakeholders. From a mere few shareholders, we are now 450,000 shareholders. There is an immense responsibility on Team IndoStar and Team Everstone to essentially convert the belief of these shareholders into, again, reality. Our motto of being transparent, of being absolutely ruthless in our execution, and eventually doing what is right for our stakeholders is something that we hope to live up to. At the end of the day, I think it's the fantastic teamwork and the team that we have at IndoStar, which I am immensely proud of. And this IPO is for all of you. Good luck and all the best. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I now invite Mr. R. Sridhar, Executive Vice Chairman and CEO of IndoStar Capital Finance Limited, to address us.
Good morning and warm welcome to all of you. This is a remarkable day for IndoStar, both emotional as well as a happy day. So I would like to first thank NSE for making wonderful arrangements for the listing ceremony today. What started off as a lending business in 2011, simultaneously consolidating its position, we moved into the retail space, and during this journey we kept to two important factors. One is maintaining international standards of corporate governance as well as asset quality. These two are the hallmarks of our growth in our operations in the past. So I would like to thank each one of my colleagues who have helped achieve this milestone in the journey of the IndoStar. Today we are standing at the time of the listing. In the last 1 year, from April 21st when I joined to May 21st, exactly it's 13 months, a lot of transformations have taken place. We have moved from a 10 branch to more than 100 branches in the last 1 year, from 100 employees to more than 1,000 employees, and from 5 shareholders maybe 5 lakh shareholders. That's the kind of transformation this company had seen. And I would like to thank the investors, both global as well as domestic investors, retail investors, HNI, all of them who have reposed great faith and confidence in the business model of the company by successfully oversubscribing this issue nearly 7 times. So on behalf of the entire IndoStar family of our colleagues, I would like to invite these investors to be part of IndoStar family and be part of the future growth story. And we would like to reassure the investors and all the stakeholders that we will rise up to the expectation and perform better and better in the days to come. I would like to thank each one of you for taking time to be part of this happy occasion. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. And now from NSE, I invite Mr. Vikram Limai to speak to all of us.
Morning, everyone. Dhanpal, Sridhar, other board members of IndoStar, bankers on the dais who've been part of a very successful offering, ladies and gentlemen. NSE welcomes all of you to the listing ceremony of IndoStar Capital Finance. The NBFC landscape is fast evolving, and NBFCs have played a very important role in the lending ecosystem, supporting growth and financial inclusion. In terms of financial assets, NBFCs have recorded healthy growth, a CAGR of 19% over the past few years, comprising 13% of total credit and expected to reach nearly 18% by 18-19. NBFCs play a very critical role in our financial system, particularly in the core development of the country's infrastructure, transport, employment generation, wealth creation, and financial support for the economically weaker sections. IndoStar has successfully completed one of the biggest NBFC IPOs in recent times. The IPO was very successful and subscribed almost 7 times and generated significant interest from the QIB category. NSE congratulates the IndoStar team for a very successful IPO. With this listing on NSE, IndoStar Capital Finance is now part of an elite group of listed peers such as Bajaj Finance, Shriram Transport, L&T, Aditya Birla, and others. We at NSE are very happy to host IndoStar Capital Finance as it embarks on a new journey as a listed entity, and wish the company and its management the very best for the future. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Since we've got just about 3.5 minutes to go, we're going to do a quick exchange of just 2 of the mementos right now, and we'll continue the rest post the gong. We have the first presentation of mementos by Mr. Vikram Limai of NSE to Mr. Dhanpal Jhaveri. As a Go Green initiative, a grove of 50 trees have been planted at Trees for Rural Communities, Chintamani, Karnataka. This one too to Mr. Dhanpal Jhaveri by Mr. Vikram Limai of NSE. The next one to Mr. R. Sridhar Vice Chairman and CEO. And now we have the exchange where we have Mr. Dhanpal Jhaveri, who is going to present a memento to Mr. Vikram Limai. Thank you, gentlemen. And we're going to continue with the rest of the exchange mementos post the gong. May I request all you gentlemen to kindly move towards the gong. in all the excitement. Don't raise your mobile phones too high, otherwise the cameras behind won't be able to capture this exciting moment. I'm going to need your assistance for the countdown. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, come on. 10, 9, everyone. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And there we go. IndoStar Capital Finance listed. Wow, check that out. Thank you, gentlemen. Congratulations. Once again, a nice round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for IndoStar Capital Finance Limited. We're going to continue with the mementos. May I invite the rest of our dignitaries back on the dais. The next set of mementos will be presented by Mr. Dhanpal Zaveri. The next set of mementos presented by Mr. Dhanpal Zaveri to Mr. Atul Mehra, JM Financial Limited. I next invite Mr. Utpal Oza, Nomura Financial Advisory Private Limited. Mr. V.K. Bansal, Morgan Stanley, India Company Private Limited. Mr. Jaya Shankar, Kotak Mahindra Capital Company Limited. Mr. Mukund Ranganathan, Motilal Oswal Investors Advisors Limited. The registrar of the issue, Lincoln Time. The agency Concept Communications. Legal advisors to the issue, SNR Law and Luthra. Auditor S.R. Bartley Boy. and printer Western Press. Thank you very much. And before we have the vote of thanks by Mr. Utpal Oza, we're going to have the cutting of this beautiful cake right now. Let's hear it, ladies and gentlemen. A nice big round of applause. IndoStar Capital Finance that just got listed. This is one time when you can definitely say you can have your cake and eat it too. In the meanwhile, I invite Mr. Utpal Oza, Nomura Financial Advisory Private Limited, to give us the vote of thanks.
Thank you. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Dhanpal, Sridhar, IndoStar team, Everstone team, thank you so much for giving Nomura this opportunity. It was indeed an honor and privilege for Nomura to partner IndoStar in this exciting journey of going public. This is the 9th IPO for us in the last 18 months, and we are proud that IndoStar continues a stellar track record of bringing world-class companies to the stock market. The first IPO in this fiscal year, challenging market conditions, I think the IndoStar management remained focused to showcase what the value proposition was, how differentiated it is, and was successful in gaining the confidence of large marquee institutional investors as well as over 6 lakh retail investors. The blockbuster success of this deal has enthused the primary markets, and we hope many more issues will tap the primary market in this fiscal year. On behalf of IndoStar, all the book running lead managers, all the partners, I would like to thank all of you for attending this listing ceremony. We wish the company the best in its journey as a listed company. And please join us as we celebrate the takeoff of the share price of IndoStar on stock markets. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. And now we're going to have another group photograph over here, right in front of this. Thank you, gentlemen. And ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank each and every one of you once again for taking time out of your busy schedules to be with us at this listing ceremony of IndoStar. Let's hear it one more time. IndoStar Capital Finance Limited that just got listed. Congratulations once again. And ladies and gentlemen, do join us for refreshments. And this is Bosco Rodriguez signing off. Have a great day. Until we meet again, take care of yourselves. God bless.